Yeah, hey everybody. Today I'm gonna talk about timing. When I was a teenager, I had a pretty clear view on what timing is. There was like good timing or bad timing, and like all the cracks I adored in the jazz scene as my heroes were having, of course, a great timing. And I tried to get this kind of great timing and yes, kind of to achieve that, I was practicing a lot with the metronome and hitting the same note on the double bass once more, again and again, like maybe an hour each day after school, trying to get this kind of good timing that I was after. And I just didn't realize much about the essence of timing, which has to do a lot about the essence of music in general after what I experienced now. So when I came to Amsterdam, I studied double bass in the Netherlands, in Europe. It kind of I met a saxophone player from Denmark, and she was a very crazy girl, like young woman, and asked me to play in a trio with her and an Argentinian drummer. And the first rehearsals we had, I pretty soon developed my opinion that she didn't have a good timing. I was just like, this was weird. It was hard to play along, and I felt like, ooh, it's not really groovy. So for my mind, it was very clear, she has not a good timing, and I was with the attitude that I belong to the people with good timing, so I could judge that, and I wanted to improve, and I was thinking like, oh, maybe that's not the right kind of thing. And she was a very nice lady, and the guy on drums, we got along very well from the beginning. And I didn't think so. I was thinking in boxes, so to say. And the thing what changed really my mind about the whole situation and her playing was maybe after, I don't know, like a few months when rehearsing, we got closer as friends, and we started to trust each other and to get along very well and have a good time. And we ate pasta together and cooked and laughed and had a good time. And I was very happy because at that time, like first time being away from home, I was very lonely, and I had a hard time not having friends there because I didn't know anybody in the beginning. So and then this one rehearsal happened where kind of everything exploded. We had this improvisation part about a song which was actually a folk song from Scandinavia that she had brought some of them to kind of make jazz versions out of them, and we just kind of took off, and I don't know, we didn't know what was happening, and it was just fantastic. And that kind of changed my mind because I realized that she had such an awesome, amazing timing. I just didn't get it because it was so different from my own timing. And now, when you put on a metronome, you think there's right and wrong and nothing more. And if you look to modern productions where everything is right on click, you get the feeling that there's like only the good players that can play like right to the click, and the bad players which cannot, and the ones actually sounding like a machine. But finally then there's like this thing like, why are we actually making music if a machine can do it better, because it's more perfect anyway in any sense, because no human can of course be as perfect as a machine. And I think it's something we actually can explore nowadays very well with physics, kind of like the frequencies that go really in detail. You can measure like micro timing kind of, So even with a person that sounds absolutely on the beat, just like every detail on how he's phrasing or how she's phrasing any note, like in volume, in attack, and the length of the notes, and everything is like using a own language and talking actually about like representing each person's character. And so in that sense I feel like it's not so much about good and bad timing, but it's more about the timing that is either very close to what you want to say, or maybe a timing that is very conscious. So either you are really doing what you exactly are conscious about doing, or it's something that just happens by accident. Well, maybe that's not even put right, because it's not so easy to talk about timing actually. It's something, well, it's like you're maybe it's better to compare it with breathing, because it's like it doesn't have to be conscious, but you can make it more profound and maybe more healthy and more like oxygen spending in like doing it consciously the right way, so going deeper into it. Maybe that's the same thing with timing. Like it doesn't need to be like conscious in your brain, but it's something that needs to like kind of conquer your whole body in order to actually like fill up your whole, like everything till the fingertips, in order to be finally able to be transferred to an instrument. Because like if you see anybody playing an instrument, you have like a tricky task to overcome. Like with the drums you have the sticks and the toms you need to hit the right way, or you have the double bass or the electric bass, you have the strings and you need to pull it, and there's like the material you need to move, which is basically delaying the timing. So as thicker the string is, the slower it will start to move. So in order to hit it the moment you want to have it sound, you need to pull it earlier. And this kind of techniques make it harder to actually like express your timing exactly the way you want to have it. And that's why for my understanding it's very healthy to start with your mouth. Well, on the one side it's like what I'm doing now, talking is something we all do. So we are practiced. Our mouth is like practice, you know. We rarely have a day where we actually are not talking. At least I don't. So, and on the one side, the mouth is very quick. Like it's trained and it's quick. It's directly so close connected to the brain. So it's very easy to produce a sound exactly the moment we want to have it. And I think that's very important for the whole body to react to that. So that's like the way I'm beatboxing. It's just like getting my ideas of rhythm out there. It's not that I'm a great beatboxer, but it's like if I take a beat there, like it can be absolutely the timing I want to have it. And it's not on the drums, but I might not have the same control, or I'm surely don't have the same control, and I'm kind of messing around. And that's why I really recommend, if you want to dive into timing and make it more profound, like more personal and like more expressful, like really emotional, so to say, as I read it like in the storyteller book from Dave Grohl when he was listening to I don't know, actually I forgot the name of the drummer. Actually he was listening to one of his big heroes on drums, and he said like when he heard him playing the snare, like the offbeat on the snare drum, he was just like each beat, each hit was just like one life story, so to say. And I think that's what we want when we are listening to somebody. We say he has a good timing, or she. It's just like hitting the rhythm exactly the way we want to have it. And I think a great way to deepen your own feelings for timing is to use your mouth, to use your whole body, and do it as close as possible. Because you might be already a very good instrumentalist in something and do it kind of right, but if you want to touch people like emotionally and go really like under the skin, I think it's like we need to move ourselves first before actually moving somebody else. So I think there's some thoughts about timing, which is a huge subject. Of course, it's not only a good thing to talk about in music, but in all overall life. But for my sake, I think we save the musical part because that's where I have the deepest experience, and maybe also the strongest focus on, definitely. So so much about timing. Have a very great day, and hope you enjoyed it.